The Regeneron Science Talent Search (STS) is an annual competition. It's for high school seniors. People all over the world participate. It's for U.S. citizens, but people like U.S. citizens studying all over the world participate. And essentially, it's a competition in which you submit a paper, so a scientific research paper that you've written. 3 different jurors, usually with PhD or above level experience, then evaluate the papers based on its scientific merits. You know how valid it is as a piece of scientific research, whether or not the methodology is correct, the conclusions are correct, and most importantly, like how significant are the results. So, are your results, do they have applications? For me, the research topic was a combination of the two. So I used quantitative methods, mathematics, statistics, and sort of machine learning, like deep learning, these sort of advanced statistical tools. And these statistical tools were initially developed for molecular design and molecular, configuration in simulation. And so that's where these tools originally came from and how I originally came across them when I was doing some chemical research. And so I adapted these tools to use them in predicting political violence in South Sudan and in Yemen. So it was understanding how communal relations between different communities and individuals within communities, how those communal differences can manifest themselves all the way up to the national level. So how subnational trends indicate national fatalities, right? Because those are 2 of the most deadly civil wars, like sectarian conflicts today, at least in my lifetime. And so it was about understanding that, which is a relationship we still know very little about. And it was understanding that through the lens of mathematics and science. Yemen and South Sudan Yemen's like the country with quote unquote the worst humanitarian disaster in the world. And South Sudan is like the newest however you find country, but it is the newest, at least legitimate country in which they also have a civil war. So both countries are right now wrapped up in civil wars, with any sort of peace solutions not being incredibly stable. And so both of them have humanitarian disasters that are of incredible importance. And certainly, at least the refugee center, which is here in Basel, which I also work at, we see a lot of refugees from these areas. So I've been very fortunate to be selected among them, and I'm especially proud to do it studying in Switzerland, because the last time someone from Europe won this was in 2006. And so I'm really it's surreal, it's amazing. But yeah, it's a great opportunity. You get to connect with all these other people. We had this event where we talked to other scholars, the other 300 people, and it was really cool meeting other people who are far smarter than I am. Yeah, so senior now, and I'm going up to university next year, most likely in the United States, but we'll see. I'll get my decisions back in March as to the exact university that I'll be heading to. But wherever I do end up, I know that I want to double major in chemistry, which is my passion on the scientific side, on the natural quantitative science side, and political science, which is where my head's at on the social science side. And so I want to double major in these 2 kind of seemingly disparate disciplines, but find a way to bridge that gap into, do the sort of interdisciplinary research and continue forward with it. Being able to be in a position of relative privilege where I'm able to attend high school at all, especially attend a high school with a rigorous curriculum, is absolutely like one of the biggest privileges you can have in this sort of scenario, and I'm 100% cognizant of that. And, naturally having teachers, having friends that are also incredibly supportive has been amazing, and I certainly use a lot of the knowledge that I've gained in classes at ISB to work on this project. Without the sort of the foundational skills in mathematics or in politics, this wouldn't have been possible. I think an important part of ISB is students giving back. Students making life better for other students. And so I'm also really excited because I know that ISB, we have a lot of talent in the student body. There are a lot of kids who can do things far better than this. And I think personally, in order to give back to the school, I would really love to see, because the school receives $2,000 as an award, and so do I, And so the $2,000 that the school receives, I'm hoping to put that to use in developing research programs so that students, DP students, and high school students in general can begin thinking about independent research outside of like an IB context, outside more of an extracurricular, personal, independent context.